Open the box first. You will see a picture like this on the inside of the lid. Please follow the steps in the picture. Step 1. Open the paper bag and find the card with the QR code. Step 2. Scan the QR code on the card to watch the video. Step 3. Take out the practice yarn from the materials pack. Watch the practice yarn video and practice the basic stitches. This is very important for beginners. Practicing these basic stitches will make it easier for you to start crocheting. Step 4. Watch the tutorial video for the doll you will make. Then, you can make your very own doll. During the making process, if you have any suggestions or questions, please contact us by email. We will get back to you as soon as possible. Take the yarn ball out of the materials kit. Find the yarn tail and open the yarn ball. You can place the yarn ball inside a box. This makes it easier for you to pull the yarn on to keep the yarn ball tidy while crocheting. Now, let's learn how to make these two adorable French bulldogs. Welcome everyone to join us. Before we begin the formal crocheting, we can take out some practice yarn. Scan the QR code to watch the basic tutorial video. Use the practice yarn to practice the basic stitches. The practice yarn can be reused multiple times. The methods for making these two French bulldogs are exactly the same. In the video, the gray one is used for demonstration. For the black French bulldog, please follow the same methods to make it yourself. First, let's make the face pattern of the French bulldog. That is this part on the head. For the face pattern, we will start with a magic ring. We need to crochet a chain stitch at the beginning of each round as the standing stitch. It serves to increase the height. At the end of each round, crochet a slip stitch. It will connect the beginning and end of each round, creating a seamless join. Both the chain stitch and slip stitch are not counted toward the total stitch count. Next, I will explain the process as we make each part. We will also explain any potential issues. Now, let's get started. Take out the yarn ball from your materials pack. Find the yarn tail. Hold the yarn tail securely with one hand. Place the yarn ball back into the packaging box. This can keep the yarn ball neat. This also makes it easier for the yarn ball to roll smoothly. Take out the yarn with corresponding color. First, create a magic ring. Hold the yarn tail with your right hand. Open your left palm facing upward. Pass the yarn between your little finger and ring finger. Pass it through the palm between your middle finger and index finger. Hang the yarn at the base of your index finger. This helps prevent the yarn from slipping off your index finger. If the yarn tail is too short, you can pull the yarn tail like this to lengthen it. If the yarn tail is too long, you can pull the other side connecting to the yarn ball to shorten it. Wrap the yarn once around your middle finger. Pinch the crossed point of the yarn with your thumb and middle finger. Take out the crochet hook. Here, we are using a 0.5 mm crochet hook. You can hold the crochet hook like holding a pen. This is called the pen grip. You can also hold the crochet hook like holding a knife. This is known as the knife grip. Everyone can hold the crochet hook in the way they prefer. This video demonstrates the knife grip. One side of the crochet hook has a bent tip. During crocheting, keep the bent tip facing toward yourself. Insert the crochet hook through the loop on your middle finger. The crochet hook is positioned in front of the working yarn. The yarn hanging on your index finger that connects to the yarn ball is the working yarn. Rotate the crochet hook so the bent tip faces the working yarn. Pull the crochet hook to the right, pulling the yarn through the loop on your middle finger. Rotate the crochet hook so the bent tip faces you. Now there is a loop on the crochet hook. Push this loop to the back of the hook. This can prevent it from slipping off. And it can balance the size of the loop. A magic ring is formed on your middle finger. Be sure to leave some space between the crochet hook and the loop. This makes it easier for the hook to pass through the loop. Now, crochet a chain stitch to secure the magic ring. Wrap the crochet hook around the working yarn from behind. Lift the crochet hook upward and press the working yarn down. The bent tip is facing down. There are now 2 loops on the crochet hook. Pull the crochet hook horizontally to the right, pulling the yarn through the loop on the hook. Rotate the crochet hook so the bent tip faces you. There is a loop on the crochet hook. Push this loop to the back of the hook. A chain stitch is completed. It looks like a V shape when viewed from the side. This chain stitch acts as a turning chain to raise the height, and it is not counted as a stitch. Remove the magic ring from your middle finger. If the magic ring is too large, gently pull the yarn tail to narrow it. If the magic ring is too small, gently pull this loop of the magic ring to enlarge it. Now the magic ring is made. And a chain stitch has been completed. You can begin crocheting now. Now, let's start with the first round. A chain stitch has already been made when creating the magic ring. Now we need to crochet 6 single crochet into the magic ring. During crocheting, you can adjust the yarn tension with your index finger. Raising your index finger tightens the yarn. Relaxing your index finger loosens the yarn. The first single crochet. Use your left thumb and middle finger to pinch the 2 strands on the left side of the magic ring. Press down on the loop on the crochet hook with your right index finger. This helps prevent the loop from twisting or deforming. This can also make it easier to continue with the next steps. Insert the crochet hook through the 2 strands of the magic ring. There are now 3 loops on the crochet hook. Lift the crochet hook upward and press the working yarn down. The bent tip is facing down. There are 4 loops on the crochet hook. Pull the hook horizontally to the right. Pull the yarn through the 2 strands of the magic ring. Rotate the crochet hook so the bent tip faces you. There are 2 loops on the crochet hook. Push these 2 loops to the back of the hook. This completes a half single crochet. Wrap the yarn around the crochet hook from behind. Lift the hook upward and then press down on the working yarn. With the bent tip facing down, there are 3 loops on the crochet hook. Pull the hook horizontally to the right. Pull the yarn through 2 loops on the crochet hook. Rotate the crochet hook so the bent tip faces you. There is a loop on the crochet hook. Push this loop to the back of the crochet hook. A first single crochet is completed. From the side view, it looks like a V shape. Take out the stitch marker. Insert the stitch marker through the gap below the V shape. Pass through the 2 strands of the V shape. Secure the stitch marker. The first stitch of each round needs to be marked with a stitch marker. This helps us quickly find the first stitch of each round. The second single crochet. Insert the crochet hook through the 2 strands of the magic ring. Lift the crochet hook upward and press the working yarn down. With the bent tip facing down, pull the crochet hook to the right, horizontally pull the yarn through the 2 strands of the magic ring. There are now 2 loops on the crochet hook. Push these 2 loops to the back of the hook. This completes a half single crochet. During crocheting, the loops may be too large. When this happens, lift your index finger to reduce the loop size. If the loops are too small, lift the crochet hook upwards to enlarge them. Also, be sure to leave some space between the crochet hook and the loops. Try to keep the 2 loops the same size. Wrap the crochet hook around the working yarn from behind. Lift the hook upwards and press the working yarn down. The bent tip is facing down. There are now 3 loops on the crochet hook. Pull the hook horizontally to the right, pull the yarn through 2 loops on the hook. Rotate the crochet hook so the bent tip faces you. There is 1 loop on the hook. Push this loop to the back of the hook. You have completed the second single crochet. From the side, you can see the V shapes. The third single crochet, insert the hook through both strands of the magic ring. Wrap the working yarn around the hook. With the bent tip facing down, pull the crochet hook to the right, horizontally pull the yarn through the 2 strands of the magic ring. Push the 2 loops to the back of the hook. Yarn over the hook. Please note that you only need to yarn over the hook once. Next, here's a demonstration of a common mistake. Yarn over the hook again. Now, pull the hook to the right. You will notice that it is hard for the hook to pass through the loops. This is incorrect. You need to remove the extra yarn on the hook. Yarn over the hook once. Wrap the yarn around the crochet hook once like this. Having 3 loops on the crochet hook is correct. Then pull the yarn through 2 loops on the hook. The third single crochet is completed. From the side, you can see 3 V shapes. You might encounter this situation while crocheting. You crocheted 3 single crochet, but from the side view, there are 4 V shapes. This means there was a mistake in your stitches. You need to undo the incorrect stitches. Lift the crochet hook upward to enlarge the loop. Remove the hook. The first 2 stitches are correct and should be kept. Pull the working yarn to undo the incorrect stitches. Undo until there are 2 V shapes and 1 loop left. Insert the crochet hook through the loop. The working yarn is too loose here. We need to pull the side connecting to the yarn ball to adjust the tension of the working yarn. Crochet the third single crochet. Insert the crochet hook through the magic ring. Yarn over the crochet hook. Then, pull the yarn through the magic ring. Yarn over the hook and pull through the 2 loops on the crochet hook. The third single crochet is completed. From the side, you can see 3 V shapes. The fourth single crochet, insert the crochet hook through the magic ring. Yarn over the hook and pull the yarn through the magic ring. Yarn over the hook and pull through the 2 loops on the crochet hook. The fourth single crochet is completed. From the side, you can see 4 V shapes. The fifth single crochet. The fifth single crochet is completed. From the side, you can see 5 V shapes. The 6th single crochet. The 6th single crochet is completed. From the side, you can see 6 V shapes. Now let's count the stitches. Enlarge the loop and remove the crochet hook. Start counting from the stitch marked with the stitch marker, the first one. The 6th one. The loop on the hook also forms a V shape. Do not confuse this loop with a stitch. Make sure the stitch count is correct. Pull the yarn tail to tighten the magic ring. Pinch the last stitch with your right hand. Hold the yarn tail with your left hand. Make sure the fabric has no gap in the center. Continue crocheting. Insert the crochet hook back into the loop. Tighten the loop. Hold the yarn on hand again. Pass the yarn between the little finger and ring finger. Pass the yarn through the palm between middle finger and index finger. Hang the yarn around the base of the index finger. Pinch the fabric with your thumb and middle finger. Place the yarn tail behind the fabric. Then crochet a slip stitch. We will work into the first stitch. Hold the fabric with your right hand. Pull the stitch marker to the left to widen the gap. Leave enough space for the crochet hook to go through. Insert the crochet hook through a gap beside the stitch marker. The hook should go through both strands of the V shape. Wrap the yarn around the crochet hook and pull the yarn through both strands of the V shape. Now there are 2 loops on the crochet hook. Pull the left loop through the right loop on hook. 1 slip stitch is completed. From the side view, it looks like a V shape. This slip stitch is used to join the beginning and end. It serves as a connection and is not counted as a stitch. To avoid mistaking the slip stitch for a stitch, we need to tighten it. Press the loop on the crochet hook with your index finger. Then lift the crochet hook upward. This way the slip stitch is tightened. Lift your index finger to tighten the loop. Round 1 is completed. Here is a diagram to explain what you just did and how you can visualize a crochet pattern. Each number in this diagram represents a V-shaped stitch. The blue circle in the middle shows the first round. That is a magic ring. There are 6 single crochet. This is what the first round looks like. The outer yellow circle shows the second round. It is the round we just finished. It has 12 V-shaped stitches. From the diagram, you can see that each round forms a complete circle of stitches. The last stitch ends just behind the first stitch. The stitches don't overlap within a round. Now, let's review what we did in the second round. We started by inserting the crochet hook into the first stitch of the first round. That is the one marked with the yellow stitch marker. We first made a single crochet into that stitch. Fix this stitch. Then I said to turn it into an increase stitch, so we need to crochet one more single crochet into the same stitch. This becomes the second V shape. Crocheting 2 stitches into the same stitch is called an increase stitch. – abbreviated as INC. For the second round, the instruction is to make 6 increased stitches. If you look at this diagram, you'll see that every 2 stitches correspond to 1 stitch of the previous round. That's why if you look around the circle, we actually made 6 increased stitches in total, but there are 12 V-shaped stitches. This is how the fabric changes from this small circle into a slightly bigger one. Here is a new diagram. It can help you visualize what to do in the third round. In this diagram, the yellow inner circle with numbers represents the second round. Remember, at the end of the second round, there are 12 V-shaped stitches. It's this part. Now, we'll make this circle bigger by following the third round's pattern. The third round is shown by the outer pink circle. To start the third round, first crochet a single crochet stitch, abbreviated as SC. This stitch should be worked into the first stitch of the second round. So this is the first single crochet of the third round. You need to crochet into the first stitch of the second round. That is the stitch marked with the yellow stitch marker. Next, we will make an increased stitch in the next stitch. This is the next stitch of the second round. We will make an increased stitch here. Remember, an increased stitch means crocheting to single crochet into the same stitch. Now you will have 3 V-shaped stitches. The stitches in the parentheses make up one sequence. This sequence needs to be repeated 6 times. Make a single crochet in the next stitch. Then, make an increased stitch in the next stitch. Repeat the sequence inside the parentheses again. We need to repeat this process fully 6 times. This sequence actually equals 3 V-shaped stitches. In the end, you will have 3 multiplied by 6, which equals 18 V-shaped stitches. This is what the number after the equal sign means. Now let's start round 2. Before beginning round 2, we need to understand the hook insertion points. The first stitch of round 2 should be worked into the first stitch of the previous round. That is the stitch with the stitch marker. The hook insertion point should be through the gap beneath the V-shape, passing through both strands of the V-shape. This is the hook insertion point for the first stitch. The hook insertion point for the second stitch is located to the left of the first stitch. Insert the hook through the gap below the left V-shape, passing through both strands of the V-shape. This is the hook insertion point for the second stitch. The insertion point for the third stitch. The insertion point for the fourth stitch. The insertion point for the fifth stitch. The insertion point for the sixth stitch. The insertion point for the last stitch is located to the right of the first stitch. Now, begin crocheting. Hold the yarn on hand again. Pass the yarn between the little finger and ring finger. Then pass through the palm between the middle finger and index finger. Hang the yarn onto the index finger. Hold the fabric with the left hand. and place the yarn tail behind the fabric. For the second round, crochet 1 chain stitch, 6 single crochet increases and 1 slip stitch. Crochet a total of 12 stitches. Now, start by making a chain stitch. Yarn over the crochet hook and pull the yarn through the loop on the hook. 1 chain stitch is done. From the side view, it looks like a V shape. This chain stitch acts as a standing stitch to raise the height. It is not counted in the stitch count. Next, crochet 6 single crochet increases. A single crochet increase means crocheting to single crochet in 1 stitch. For the first single crochet increase, crochet 1 single crochet first. Pull the stitch marker to the left. Insert the hook into the gap next to the stitch marker. Pass through the 2 strands of the V shape. Wrap the yarn around the crochet hook. Then pull the yarn through the 2 strands of the V shape. Yarn over the hook and pull through the 2 loops on the crochet hook. The first single crochet is completed. From the side view, it looks like a V shape. Remove the stitch marker and mark the first stitch. The first stitch of every round needs to be marked with a stitch marker. This is very important for beginners. Next, crochet another single crochet into the same stitch. Insert the crochet hook into the same stitch to crochet 1 more single crochet. The first single crochet increase is completed. From the side, you can see the V shapes. For the second single crochet increase, first crochet 1 single crochet. Insert the hook through the gap beneath the left V shape. Yarn over the hook and pull through the 2 strands of the V shape. Yarn over the hook and pull through both loops on hook. Crochet another single crochet into the same stitch. The crochet hook enters the same stitch to crochet 1 more single crochet. The second single crochet increase is completed. There are 4 V shapes visible from the side. For the third single crochet increase, first crochet 1 single crochet. Insert the hook into the gap below the left side V shape. Pass through the 2 strands of the V shape to make 1 single crochet. Then crochet another single crochet into the same stitch. The third single crochet increase is completed. The fourth single crochet increase. The fifth single crochet increase. The sixth single crochet increase. All 6 single crochet increases are completed. Count the stitches. Start counting from the stitch marked with the stitch marker. 1, 12. Do not mistake this loop for a stitch. Confirm the stitch count is correct before continuing to crochet. Insert the crochet hook back into the loop. Tighten the loop. Fold the yarn again. Crochet a slip stitch. Insert the crochet hook through the first stitch. Yarn over the crochet hook and pull through the first stitch. Pull the left loop through the right loop, unhook. A slip stitch is completed. This slip stitch is used to join the beginning and end. It acts as a connector and is not counted as a stitch. Tighten the slip stitch. A second round is completed. Now let's start the third round. You can write down the stitches for the third round on paper as shown in the video. In the third round, crochet a chain stitch first. CH stands for chain stitch. Then crochet a single crochet. SC stands for single crochet. Then crochet a single crochet increase. INC stands for single crochet increase. These stitches form one crochet sequence. Repeat this sequence 6 times. Finally, crochet a slip stitch. The third round has a total of 18 stitches. Note that the chain stitch and slip stitch here are not counted toward the total stitch count. Begin crocheting. Start by crocheting a chain stitch. Yarn over the hook and pull the yarn through the loop on the hook. 1 chain stitch is done. This chain stitch serves as a standing stitch. It can raise the height and is not counted toward the total stitch count. After crocheting, make a mark below. Next, crochet the first sequence. Crochet a single crochet in the first stitch. Make an increased stitch in the second stitch. First, crochet a single crochet. Insert the crochet hook through the first stitch to make a single crochet. Remove the stitch marker and mark the first stitch. The first stitch of each round should be marked with a stitch marker. A single crochet is completed, make a mark. Then make an increased stitch in the second stitch. First crochet a single crochet in the next stitch. Crochet another single crochet in the same stitch. The first sequence is completed. We made 3 marks. These 2 single crochet are in the same stitch. The fabric shows 3 V shapes when viewed from the side, corresponding to our marks. Now we crochet a single crochet for the second sequence. One single crochet increase. Crochet another single crochet into the same stitch. The second sequence is completed. The third sequence starts with 1 single crochet. 1 single crochet increase. The fourth sequence starts with 1 single crochet. One single crochet increase. The fifth sequence starts with 1 single crochet. One single crochet increase. The sixth sequence starts with 1 single crochet. One single crochet increase. Six sequences are completed. There are a total of 18 stitches. The fabric shows a total of 18 V-shapes when viewed from the side. You can count the stitches. If there is a mistake in the stitch count, you can unravel back to the first stitch with the stitch marker and crochet again. Finally, crochet a slip stitch. Insert the crochet hook through the first stitch. Wrap the yarn around the crochet hook and pull the yarn through both strands of the V-shape. Pull the left loop through the right loop on hook. This is a slip stitch. The slip stitch here is used to join the beginning and end. It serves as a connector and is not counted as a stitch. Tighten the slip stitch. The third round is now completed. There is an important point you need to understand, which is that to SC is not the same as an increase stitch. To SC means you should crochet 1 single crochet in one hole. And then crochet another single crochet in the next hole. An increase stitch means you first crochet 1 single crochet in one hole, and then crochet another single crochet in the same hole. Then you will have 4 V-shapes. Let's have a look on the fabric. The first stitch, here is a single crochet. The second stitch is a single crochet. The third stitch contains 2 single crochet. Therefore, the third stitch is an increase stitch. This sequence consists of 2 single crochet and 1 increase stitch. A total of 4 V-shapes are formed. If the diagram requires you to repeat this sequence 6 times, then you will have 4 multiplied by 6, equaling 24 stitches. During crocheting, since there is much to keep track of in each round, when you lose track, you can refer to these notes to find your position. One single crochet counts as 1 V-shape. 1 increased stitch counts as 2 V-shapes. To SC indicates the first stitch is a single crochet, and the second stitch is a single crochet. INC indicates the third stitch is an increased stitch. According to the pattern rule in this diagram, if you have recorded for single crochet on paper, it indicates that you have completed a sequence of 2 single crochet and 1 increase stitch. If you have recorded 5 single crochet on paper, then you know you have completed another single crochet. 1 sequence forms for V-shapes. When you complete the 5th single crochet, it means you have finished the first single crochet of the second sequence. If the diagram requires you to make 3 SC and 1 INC, this means you should crochet 1 single crochet in the first stitch. 1 single crochet in the second stitch. 1 single crochet in the third stitch. 1 increase stitch in the fourth stitch. An increase stitch means to single crochet in 1 stitch. After completing the sequence of 3 single crochet and 1 increase stitch, you will have 5 V-shapes. If the diagram requires you to repeat this sequence 4 times, then you will have 5 multiplied by 4 equaling 20 stitches. On the fabric, you can see the first stitch is a single crochet. The second stitch is a single crochet. And the third stitch is a single crochet. The fourth stitch contains 2 single crochet. This is an increased stitch. After completing 1 sequence, you will have 5 V-shapes. Now let's make the 4th round. You can write down the stitches for the 4th round on paper using the same method. The 4th round. Make 1 chain stitch first, then 2 single crochet and 1 increase stitch from 1 crochet sequence. Repeat this sequence 6 times. Finally, make 1 slip stitch. The 4th round has a total of 24 stitches. Start by crocheting 1 chain stitch. One chain stitch is completed. Make a mark. For the first sequence, crochet 2 single crochet first. These 2 single crochet are worked into 2 separate stitches. Then crochet an increase stitch into the third stitch. Crochet 2 single crochet for the first sequence. The first single crochet. Remove the stitch marker and mark the first stitch. The first stitch of each round should be marked with a stitch marker. The second single crochet should be worked into the second stitch. One single crochet increase. The first sequence is completed. A total of 4 marks. When viewed from the side, the fabric shows 4 V-shapes. For the second sequence, crochet to single crochet first. The first one, the second one, one increased stitch. The second sequence is completed. Here, we crocheted sequences as a demonstration. For the remaining 4 sequences, please crochet them yourself following the same method. 6 sequences are completed. Count the stitches using the same method. If the stitch count is incorrect, you can undo back to the first stitch with the stitch marker and crochet again. Finally, make a slip stitch. Round 4 is completed. Now, let's learn how to distinguish the front side from the back side. The front side of the fabric has raised rings. The back side of the fabric shows many small horizontal lines. And the yarn tail of the magic ring is also on the back side. During crocheting, keep the front side facing you. In round 5, crochet 1 chain stitch first. Then, a crochet sequence consists of 3 single crochet followed by 1 increased stitch. Repeat this sequence 6 times. 6 sequences will make a total of 30 stitches. Crochet 3 single crochet stitches for the first sequence. The first single crochet. Remove the stitch marker and mark the first stitch. The second one. The third one. One increased stitch. A first sequence crochet is completed. From the side view, there are 5 V-shapes. Crochet 3 single crochet stitches for the second sequence. The first one. The second one. The third one. One single crochet increase. The second sequence is completed. Here, 2 sequences are crocheted as a demonstration. The remaining 4 sequences can be crocheted using the same method. All 6 sequences are completed. Count the stitch count. Start from the stitch marker.
1,
10, 20, 30, 31. There are 31 stitches here. This shows we crocheted incorrectly. Now, let's learn another method to check stitch count. When viewed from the front side, the fabric has many small gaps like these which has X shapes inside. From the front side view, one X shape represents one single crochet. This wider one contains 2 X shapes inside one gap. That is one increase stitch. We use this method to check the 5th round. In the 5th round, 3 single crochet and 1 increase stitch make up one sequence. The first sequence is correct. The second sequence is correct. The third sequence is correct. The fourth sequence is correct. The fifth sequence is correct. In the 6th sequence, we found that a single crochet was crocheted as an increased stitch. A mistake occurred here. Take out the stitch marker. Place the stitch marker on the V shape to the left of the last correct stitch. Simply pass the stitch marker through one strand of this V shape. Pull the working yarn to undo the left stitches. Undo until you reach the stitch marker's position. Insert the crochet hook back into loop. Tighten the loop. Hold the yarn on hand again. Here, we have already crocheted 2 single crochet. Next, crochet the 3rd single crochet. Crochet 1 increase stitch. Six sequences are completed. Everyone can count the stitches again. Make sure the stitch count is correct. Finally, make a slip stitch. The 5th round is completed. Leave 10 inches of yarn tail for sewing. Break the yarn. Use the crochet hook to pull the yarn tail out. Remove the stitch marker. One face pattern is now completed. Crochet the other face pattern yourself following the same methods.